Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video on this. It's actually on the Tangent 70-ton trucks. They're electrical pickup type, and I'm just getting to the point where I wanted to paint all the wheels and do just very light weathering on these. But I ran into a problem, and I always noticed that the Tangent electrical trucks always seem to have quite a bit of drag to them. Now, I like the design over Athearn's because it's got this punched little cup in here on both sides, and the center of the wheel is pointed like most, and it will ride right in there. And I've always wondered why it was an issue on these. They don't roll well at all. It's literally like there's brakes applied on them. And so I double check, is this, yeah, this is the one I did. So what I did, and I really shouldn't have to do this is a bunch of crap if you ask me. The top part, well, let me pause this and I'll undo one of these. Okay, so I took the truck off and flipped it around. On these models, it needed one of the Katy shims also to get it to the coupler to the right height. What you have to do here, and this really should have been seen before, because I bought a lot of these. I started back here about where the cup is, and it may be kind of hard to see, but I've taken material off with an X-Acto, and it's basically like a arc. And you do that so this metal plate has somewhere to go, because the way it comes, there's too much plastic on the truck. And so where the center of the wheel is supposed to ride, it still does, but the edge of the wheel, where I've got my fingernail, the edge of that wheel, I had painted these, and then I went to spin them, and it promptly just rubbed the paint right off. And that's when I realized that the pickups on these are, they're riding it on this outer edge. And it's not just because of the paint, because I've tested them. I've got some, probably close to 2 dozen of these damn things, and yeah, they all act the same. You go to roll it, and they stop pretty quick, and that's the reason. So this is one that's fixed, where I done the same thing. You gotta come in from the side. It's all one piece too. I was hoping I could just pop that loose, like break it loose and offset it somehow, but you cannot. It's all one piece. So I had to cut that curve in there. And then on the top side, you got to make sure, like under where the solder piece is, you move this out of the way, and you basically have to carve the thing to have that arc. And then on top here where this meets, you got to take that material off too, because you can see this copper piece is like, it's going to ride on it, and it'll not help you at all if you just do the sides and don't get the middle portion out. So basically everywhere where that contact touches against there, from the center of the wheel set to the center of the wheel set, has to be carved. I don't think it's quite a 16th, but it's definitely at least a 32nd of an inch. If you don't do that, then the inner area of the contact, like up in here where the edge of the wheel would be, continuously rubs on there. It will make for a better contact, or more contact. I shouldn't say better, more. But I've got like 9 of these, 10 altogether with the Caboose, and there's an awful lot of drag there. So anyway, after I did that, and this is a finished one, all it's doing is allowing that metal, well, I do kind of bow the metal in a slight arc. So when the wheels are put in, you can see that I need to kind of repaint this because these have been my test wheels. See how they spin now. They should spin. Before, they don't. They don't drag. But when you put several of these together, if I were to put all 9 of these with the Caboose, 10, and they all have the same trucks, and like push it and pull it, you can definitely feel the drag on these things. So anyway, that's what I had to do. And I get the fortune of doing that on 8 more of the coal cars. And then I have at least 7 or 8 Cabooses do the same thing on. I hate the fact that they didn't get it right. But I still think I would trust, even having to go through this work doing this, I think I trust that more than this is an example of the Atherns. And the reason why, I'll pause this a second. Okay, the reason why is because look at their contact. The only contact you're making with the rail is, if you can see that copper piece there in the middle, it's just a tiny little U shape off to the right. It's the only contact you're getting is off the very edge of this metal, and I don't like that. I know that the tangent is a better long-term solution, because that's not going to last. And then it rides not on a point, because you want to see your bearing cap turning, but moving forward, I could care less about a bearing cap compared to, is my sound car going to be powered or not? So that tiny little axle part is the only way you're transferring power. And between that and the other contact where it snaps in is just, now I've not heard of people having many problems, but I can tell you that that's just not going to last. And when those start going, I'm going to have to start replacing them. But I really wish that, I can't be the only one seeing this, because pretty much all the ones I have are doing it. But yeah, I haven't worked on any others yet. I've just had pull the wheels out, because they all have the same problem. When I put them together and push or pull, it's really dragging.